Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending on where in the world you are. Welcome to day 6 of our Dancing Freedom Challenge. I just finished my dance, and I have to come clean about something. This was the first time I've actually danced to a full playlist for the entire time that we've been dancing together so far. I spent the entire Earth element, and it was amazing and so many lessons for me. I spent the entire Earth element really setting the foundations, moderating the site, getting excited about watching all of your videos, thinking about all of the things that I had to do, and not really dropping in. Like I danced a lot last week, but not to the playlists. And so I just wanted to come clean. And that's okay. And really, the strong lesson I got out of all of that was it's really that setting roots and that setting foundations and that holding for me to move into the next phase. And so commitment yesterday was a really powerful theme. It was really calling me to drop into my body for the rest of this challenge, and everything will come from there, which is the practice. So that's my commitment. And it was hard to dance this morning, and as soon as I did, I really had a profound opening. And this is our first day of water. So water is our emotional body. It's flowing through us all the time. This is the rivers and the oceans. We have oceans inside of us. And it calls us into fluidity, into receptivity, into resonance. And it really asks us to feel our feelings and to allow them to flow freely through. Because when we block them and we don't allow ourselves to feel, they become these sticky, festering wounds. It's like when we look at the way that we use rivers, and if you create a dam and you have the water flowing up against the dam, there's this holding, and a lot of the water, I actually live near a reservoir, and the water that sits up at the top of the dam is stagnant. There's lots of trash sitting up there, and then once you allow that dam to open, that water flows so rapidly and so fast, and it's really disjointed in a way, and it's not a natural way for us to allow the free-flowing movement of the rivers to work with the holding of the earth the way it's supposed to be naturally. So water really calls us into feeling. And that's not always easy. Water has always been the most challenging element for me. So it's really important for these next 4 days, as we start to feel what's coming up and allow what's coming up, is to let it in without judgment, to witness your feelings and emotions, welcome them, honor them as valid. Your fear and pain and sorrow and grief is as valid and as important as your joy and your bliss and your passion and your ecstasy, because it's all a part of the human experience. It's all welcome, it's all valid, it's all important. And it's so important that we include all parts of ourselves to come into embodied wholeness. Because if we deny one thing, we deny everything. And that's wow, I'm just really feeling all the feels right now. I just lost my train of thought. But that's what it's about. It's about really feeling. And I really want to acknowledge that I am calling myself in to be more real for the rest of this 21-day challenge, more present to myself and more present to all of you, dropping deeply into my body and letting the elements guide us. And so the theme for today is the path of least resistance. And generally I've been waking up at 4 a.m. every morning and with all the thoughts. And that theme came into my head this morning, and I thought, oh, I can't do that. I've got so much going on right now. I can't just gracefully ease into my life. Like, I've got to try. I've got to put in the effort. I'm really busy right now. And then through my dance, the more I softened, I really came to realize that taking the path of least resistance doesn't mean I'm not going to try, and doesn't mean I'm not going to put in effort, but it means I'm going to soften into making decisions that are not coming up against a wall, and that I'm going to soften into my experience so that I can flow more freely through anything that comes up as resistance. Because if there's a big rock in the middle of the river, the water's still going to go over it. However, it could go around it, and that would be easier. So, in Dancing Freedom, at the end of our dance, we participate in something called a harvest. And the harvest is an opportunity for us to come back to the earth where we began the dance, and really letting the experience settle in our bodies. And then we come into the wisdom of our bodies, feeling our physical vessel. And we ask ourselves, what wisdom does my body have to offer me right now? And then we wait for what comes up. And maybe it's a word, maybe it's a feeling or a sensation, maybe it's a song. And this is the message from your body, the wisdom that you can take with you. And once you have received the wisdom of your body, you can drop into your heart and ask your heart what wisdom it has for you right now. And again, listen for the wisdom of your heart, and then drop into your higher self. And this is the all-knowing, all-seeing self beyond the physical. And tapping into this space, again, asking your higher self what wisdom it has for you right now. And when you have received all of that wisdom, you can take it all and place it in your own special medicine bundle, and take that and physically place it somewhere in your body for safekeeping. And you can return to this medicine at any time. So my invitation from now on is to end your practice by returning to the earth, letting your dance settle, and just taking a few moments to receive that medicine and really bring your dance into a close and your experience into a close. And throughout the water element, the invitation is to soften into your movements, find the fluidity in your movements, and also to be curious about the space. So if you found that you've been dancing in one space in your lounge room or your bedroom or wherever it's been, maybe you find that your feet are taking you places, and you become curious about the space, and you move around and you allow yourself circular motions and fluidity, and just tap into that water inside of your body, those rivers inside of you, and feel that and feel what comes up. Again, thank you for everyone's contributions. It's been so beautiful, and whether you are posting videos or comments or posting about your experience, or if you're simply dancing and contributing in that way, that's so beautiful. It's also welcome. So thank you again. I love you so much, and welcoming in the water and fluidity and flow and following the path of least resistance. Blessings.